Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I got a special for you here today. I am in Lockport, New York to check out Steve Lewis's ARCA car. Just got back from Daytona the other day. They got it tore down and I've seen a couple photos online, so we're about to check it out. Stay tuned.
There's a lot going on here in the pack.
She's coming hard, still there, top.
Making it 3
Still there,
wide
top is covered, white flag down. Next flag in.
All right, we're inside Jeffrey Machine and the first thing I see is the engine. So what's going on here?
We had to pull the engine out. We pulled it out last night about 7 o'clock, which is Monday morning or Monday night.
Yep.
We had to assess what we had going on with the frame.
So this is the spec motor?
It's an Ilmore spec engine.
Ilmore, that's right. Yeah, I'm trying to remember from last time what Steve told me. Yeah, I see the tags and everything on it. But I reckon the motor's in good shape and so the oil cooler broke, hence why there's a bit of oil everywhere.
Oil everywhere, yes.
Yeah.
The headers got smashed off a little bit.
Strong unit. I mean, he was right there in the mix
Up to
with
the
all
top
the
five, doing an
best of the
amazing
best, you know.
job.
Yeah, for what he has into it, he should be proud.
This is cool. So this is an LS motor, 400 something cubic inch, I believe. Oh, everything's tied down and tagged. Really nice connectors on the back of the motor, like avionic type connectors. You got pressure switches. This is EFI, remember? There's the injector rail. And that's badass.
Eggs in the tri-oval.
Greg Van Alst making moves early.
Trouble already.
And we've got Tony Breidinger around the 25, and they're wrecking
Clear.
all over
Clear.
the place. Caution is out.
Great job, man.
Yeah,
And I guess the real reason we're here is to check out the car. They got it torn down. So what's going on here, Mr. Jeffrey?
Well, we took the engine out and we knew that we had a problem with the front end. The front brace it's over there.
Okay.
That was all mangled up. Then we pulled the radiator out the engine, and then the front clip we knew it was kind of bent a little bit, but it's actually bent more than we anticipated. So yeah, it broke the right front arm, pushed everything into the right front when he hit the wall.
Yep. Wow.
So
I can see distortion here and there.
correct, yes,
Yeah.
up in there and also down in here.
Yeah.
They're actually gonna deliver this to, I believe, either North Carolina or South Carolina this weekend to have a front clip put on.
Yeah, it's fortunate no other cars got caught up in this. Christian's, doing the long hike. He still hasn't even made it back to pit road yet. When you slide your tires like this, and he's obviously got the brakes locked down, trying to get the car stopped. But when you slide,
It's out yet.
Yep, you saw it on the
Did you? Okay,
wall right
so the
there.
caution is out, but I'm not sure anyone had backed off yet.
they looked really stacked up in that outside lane. I don't know if the couple of leaders were backing up, but Marco was really tucked up. I believe that was the 55 at Gustine. I think he was trying to stay off of him, and whether if that's due to the fact that Marco doesn't really
So
have
as
a-
far as the body goes, you guys have started to disassemble it all and
Yeah, pretty much after it gets the front clip put on it, we're gonna have to put a whole new body on it. And
Roof's
probably-
okay.
Probably excluding the roof.
yeah.
Everything else got pretty well mangled up, and it really wasn't a bad wreck for him, but still took out a lot of panels.
No, he got pushed around there
Yeah, exactly.
for all the wrong reasons. I suspect that's where the battery goes. Wow, look at
Correct.
that.
There's
Yeah.
two batteries there, right here.
You got the Buzz Racing transmission here, which is apparently a loaner. That's badass. That's 4-speed, right?
Correct.
Ooh.
It's not a loaner, it's a rental.
Renault, sorry.
If it was loaner, it wouldn't have cost anything.
I reckon that's aluminum or magnesium or something.
I imagine it's aluminum.
And this, what appears to be like a Ford 9-inch with the center section, but I could be wrong. You see where the calipers mount here. And these are
Correct.
trailing arms, springs here, shocks there.
And then the ring and pinion, they rent also from a company. I'm not sure who it is, but
Right.
That's a gear ratio that's adjusted, and they rent that out.
For Daytona?
Correct.
Yep, badass. It's really nodular. Ooh, oh, I love that smell of gear oil.
Oh, geez.
right time to make that move.
The 62, Steve Lewis Jr., haven't talked about him, from Ransomville, New York. He has Reed Sorensen as his spotter. Saw Reed walking around today. Longtime Cup Series driver.
He finished 13th here last year, so he does have a little bit of experience.
Yeah, he's in the right place when it counts most. 6 laps to go.
Yeah, so how many spotters did Steve have for the race?
He had one on top of the grandstand, which was Reed Sorensen. He's an ex-NASCAR, I think it was a cup racer.
Okay.
And he did a really good job telling him where wrecks are, telling him where to be, telling him what to do. Basically drove the car without the steering wheel.
Incredible.
He did a hell of a job helping Steve navigate through everything.
And where was he standing?
He was on top of the grandstands, the
Okay.
main grandstand.
Gotcha. Yeah. With
Well, it's time now for our Richmond mid-race report. We send it down to Amanda.
Jamie, just a quick update on that smoke coming
The
off.
44.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, another great spot to not push is entering the corners. So we've covered all the spots to not push, and that's one of them.
Thomas Annunziato.
Yeah. And the reason why that is because the car
tire, but watch, the car's going to start sparking, like maybe he's broken a track bar mount or something like that, but it's going to turn it sideways.
He's running 6th at the time and does a good job keeping the car off the wall, but does bend the nose up quite a bit. And like Phil mentioned, I think something more.
Single file before that caution came out.
Not anymore.
Wins go time.
Ooh, great question. I think it all depends on how long this outside lane stays in. We've got two really fast cars.
And around goes the 99. That's Michael
The
Maples.
wall. Oh gosh.
And another
Impact.
huge hit. And they hit again.
And there's change.
Jake Finch, Gus Dean, side by side. Let's see if that gamesmanship, that team, it did exactly like you said. The 20 slips in front of the 55. Tim Richmond in the 27 in the outside line, getting that energy.
How about LeVar Scott leading that outside line with Greg Van Alst?
Tim Richmond falling back like a rock, no help at all. You see him going backwards in the middle.
He's going to fall to the very back of the pack. No help in the middle.
And what's happened here is we've got two of these racing cars.
I'm
really
just
close in
gonna put my
proximity
foot
where
on the
they can work
floor and
together.
I'm not lifting till I see God or a checkered flag.
Tree cars.
Van Alst on the bumper of the number 6, LeVar Scott. LeVar Scott's teammate is the number 2. He's third in line on the inside.
Yeah, LeVar Scott would love to be able to get with his teammate.
Ooh, big save in the back of the field off the front bumper of the 44 again. Unfortunately, this outside lane just doesn't have enough cars, doesn't have enough strength on these restarts to really be able to recover. And it takes a while.
Right now running up in the top 5, doing an amazing job.
He's kind of been quiet all day, kind of just snuck up here in the top 5, but he's in great position right here, you know, to be able to be one of the first there with LeVar Scott. You know, I'd normally say you're shutting off the car, you're pushing the clutch in, you're shutting the ignition off, and you're using no fuel. And I didn't hear that out of LeVar, so maybe there's not as much of a concern, or obviously miscommunication from the team if there is a concern. A lot further, and Gus Dean has the advantage now as the second place car, and Andres Perez has a big run here. Is trying to get clear. Gus Dean's getting way too far out in front, and we're gonna have a run from the outside as well.
Jake's gonna have a run. Now it seizes up a little bit. Little side draft on Andres Perez.
It's gonna depend on which lane gets the bigger push.
Oh no.
Jake Finch goes around and dominated this race, wrecking all over the place at the front of the field. That will end this race. Andres Perez, huge hit on top of another car.